Okay, hello, welcome to another Morrissey Friday. So this one was suggested, like all of them are suggested. So we have Break Up the Family, which I've heard this title before. I know a couple people must have said to react to this one before. So here the heck we are. So yeah, let's get into this one. 2011 remaster from Viva Hate. I like the title again. Every time I feel like Morrissey has like some kind of an enticing title. So let's get into it. Let's go. Did not expect this start.
The strange logic in your clumsiest line,
Ruby.
it stayed emblazoned on my mind. You say, break up the family and let's begin to live our lives. I want to see all my friends tonight. It wasn't youth, it wasn't life, born old, sadly white.
What a feel.
Resigned where we were to ending our lives. I'm so glad to grow older, to move away from those awful times. I want to see all my friends tonight. Yes, you found love, but you weren't at peace with your life. Home late, full of hate, despise the ties that bind. I'm so glad to grow older, to move away from those younger years. I'm in love for the first time, and I don't feel bad. Let me see all my old friends. Let me put my arms around them, 'cause I really do love them. Now does that sound mad? Captain of games, solid framed, I stood on the touchline. Hailstones driven home with a car, no brakes, I don't mind. I'm so glad to grow older, to move away from those darker years. I'm in love for the first time, and I don't feel bad. So wish me luck, my friends, goodbye. So wish me luck again, goodbye.
All right. Break Up the Family by Morrissey. I had to say that song, like I said during the reaction, what a feel it had. I mean, just with the intro, like I said, I was not expecting that intro. Honestly, what came to mind was, it reminded me of the intro for Down in the Corner by CCR. Just, I don't know, I just really love, that kind of simple, I guess it was percussion, I want to say, and just the continuous sound throughout the whole song. Didn't get old for me anyway. I don't know, just had that groove kind of, I felt like, I don't know, It was just very good. Yeah, that's a great, great, way to explain it. But yeah, I mean, it was a great sound. I just have to say the whole music in the song, take away Morrissey's voice, it was a great, it would be a great instrumental. And yeah, I mean, with Morrissey talking about, I guess, obviously, break up the family, it kind of, makes you think, especially that this was on Viva Hate, about a year after the Smiths broke up. But again, just always talking about, how he wants to grow older. He's, as he says, I'm so glad to grow older, to move away from these awful times. And how he kept saying, I want to see my all my friends tonight, and kind of making me, especially 2021, and what's been going on since about March 2020. A lot of people want to see their friends that they haven't been able to see in a long time. But anyway, so I want to get into the personnel here. It's on Wikipedia. This is just from the album Viva Hate. I could not find for the particular song, but I guess it doesn't really matter. Anyway, Morrissey on vocals, of course. Stephen Street on bass guitar, and this is Vinnie Riley on guitars and keyboards. So either way, I don't know who was doing the guitars here, but I also wanted to talk about with the guitar. It was almost like a plucking, I guess near the end there, which was very just fluttery. Like I said, I just really enjoyed the music in this song. It was just like, which I did see. I think the person that left a recent comment about this song was saying that it's one of their favorite, and I can favorite Morrissey songs, and I can really see why. It's just such a happy feeling song, even if the lyrics might not be, always happy. With Morrissey, I don't feel like he always has kind of happy lyrics, but yeah, it's just a happy sound. It just, makes you feel kind of jolly. Anyway, and then Andrew Paresi on drums. So I'm guessing that's what, he was making the sounds that I loved, at the start. And then it goes on with violins and cellos, but I don't think there was any violins and cellos on this particular song. Anyway, yeah, so I just shout out to Andrew. I guess that would be the one who was on percussion as well. And yeah, it's just, I mean, the harmonies, not with the voices, but just with the instruments. It was just, I don't know, it all fit together so well. And I mean, I feel like I feel like, I'm just saying, like this could be seen as me just saying like, oh, I just really loved it, but I really did freaking like it. The music just sounded so groovy. I just, it made me want to bop back and forth, which you, I think, saw. Just that percussion and harmony really set it off for me. And yeah, anyway. I did see some people talk about, the meaning of the song, which is hard to find, I guess. As I say, I use genius.com, I use, song facts and such, but I can't find much about the song. Obviously, this was not a single off of Viva Hate, so it doesn't have its own, Wikipedia page or anything, but I did see a few people talking about how it was about the breakup of the Smiths, which I don't know if it was. I feel like, a lot of the time, I think back to, which is a different kind of comparison, but you think of like when Dave Grohl would make a song about, missing a person, and then a lot of people would say, well, he's talking about Kurt Cobain. So I feel like with like Morrissey, you make a song like this, people are like, well, he's talking about the Smiths, but I mean, he could be, I don't know, which is why I'm bringing it up. But anyway, just to get into some of the lyrics, I guess, just to talk about some of the verses, go through it more. So he starts, anyway, I guess he walks into the song. The strange logic of your clumsiest line. I like how that's the first line. It's just, the strange logic of your clumsiest line. I don't know. Different first line to start off with. It stayed emblazoned on my mind. What a word for that. You say break up the family and let's begin to live our lives. I went to see all my friends tonight. It wasn't youth, it wasn't life. Born old, sadly wise. Resigned, well we were, to end in our lives. So that kind of made me, pause for a second. Resigned to end in our lives, which I feel like would mean they don't want to end their lives, but they're resigned to do it, I guess. Anyway, I'm so glad to grow older, like I was saying earlier with these lyrics here, to move away from those awful times. I want to see all my friends tonight. Yes, you found love, but you weren't at peace with your life, which when I heard that, then I guess I'll just go on to finish this verse. Home late, full of hate, despise the ties that bind. And I've heard that in another song somewhere, the ties that bind. I don't know what the heck song is that from, the ties that bind. I don't know. But it made me think. I know that's another song. But anyway, I just love, again, with, the Morrissey lyricism here. Very Morrissey, as I've said before. You found love, but you weren't at peace with your life. It's just like, Um, Obviously, I guess it does make sense, obviously, to, find love, but still not be at peace. It's just like, I found love, but I'm still not at peace. I still feel, everything else around me is not too great, and even though finding the love, it can't really fix everything else, I guess, is another way to look at it. Anyway, it goes on, and then he talks about it again. Let me see my old friends, let me put my arm around them, because I really do love them. Does that make me sound mad? And again, people talking about how this is about the Smiths, you would think that he's talking about Andy, Johnny, and oh crap, why am I forgetting the other man's name? Andy, Johnny, oh for crap, frickin' Mike. Yeah, so Mike and Andy and Johnny. I don't know why I forgot Mike Joyce. Good Lord. Anyway, yeah, so just with that, little verse there, it's just like, I miss my old friends. I want to put my arm around them. I still love them. And I mean, I just love also that, I always like when, especially with lyrics or songs, I think of like Alice in Chains' song, No Excuses, where it talks about, there's one of my favorite lyrics, talking about, uh, we might drift apart. I can't remember the whole lyric now, but I'll love you anyway. And, I just like that sentiment. I love when, when somebody writes a song like that, or, pens a song like that, just talking about how, even though, you may move on, as like Morrissey did, you still have love for, the people you came in contact with, the friends you made, and all this stuff. I don't know, I get a fuzzy feeling from that kind of a thing. Either way, moving on. Captain of game, solid framed. I stood on the touchline. Hailstones driven home, is in his car, no brakes. I don't mind. I just like, in his car, no brakes. I don't mind. It's just like, just like if we die, we die kind of sentiment. And again, I like right there, it just makes me laugh. I mean, it seems like a lot of Morrissey songs just make me laugh. I'm just so glad to grow older, to move away from these darker years. I'm in love for the first time, and I don't feel bad. So wish me luck with my friends. Goodbye. So again, if you're, putting it to, this being about, the breakup of the Smiths, or Morrissey just moving on in general, just talking about how, it's kind of like a letter, how he finishes it, wish me luck, goodbye. It's just, that's what I get from it anyway. And, just talking about, I'm glad to grow older, I'm glad to move on, get away from those darker years, as he puts it, and I'm in love with for the first time. You maybe doesn't have to be, in love with a person, but in love with, I guess, the future, which kind of reminds me of the Billie Eilish song, My Future. I'm in love with what's next, which doesn't involve, the Smiths, which doesn't involve, whatever. It's just me on my own, or something like that. And obviously, if that could work here, especially because this was his first album, and he didn't know what was going to happen next. So yeah, I mean, the world was his to have, So anyway, I hope I got through, I hope I touched on some of the lyrics, if they were right, or if I'm wrong, or whatever. But either way, yeah, just like I said, such a groovy song, and such, I just love the sound so much. And I mean, like that opening to the track was, like I said, not expected, but I loved it. And just the continuous sound throughout. And Morrissey's kind of just lamented voice, and soft kind of vocals of him. It really sounded like he was just, trying to talk to the listener, like, especially with how he ended it, like I said, like a letter. He was just really trying to talk to you, which was what I felt. And I really enjoyed it. Anyway, I guess that's it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for liking, subscribing, commenting. Really appreciate all the support. And another Morrissey Friday has come and gone. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys again soon. And again, I really appreciate, the love and support. It's very nice. I'll see you guys soon.